when is your?
The 17th.
That's
February.
Yeah, February. Yeah.
I know. I forget what month it's in.
I know.
Well, I was telling Pam, like, I just, like, while we were sitting here, like, Walgreens, like, lit up my phone with all these prescriptions, and I was like, what's that? It's all the, like, stuff you got to take, like, with it and for it, and all that. I didn't know what it was. I ran upstairs and told Pam, like, I just think I got hacked.
Oh my God, you're fine. You did not get hacked. Walgreens did not hack your account and say, hey, you've got all these prescriptions you need to take.
I was like, I didn't sign up for any of these medicines. She's like, no, this we got to take the day before. So we got to take this is in case you're throwing up when you get home.
Thank God she's on it.
Yeah.
Why didn't it send me a spam email for the link, by the way? That was weird.
It sent you a spam email?
Yeah, it said the link was spam.
Ooh, we're spammy.
We're spammy, I guess. Yeah.
What are we doing for Friday before we?
Yeah.
Stock up and stock down. Things that are trending up and trending down. Because what I'm gonna do a trip report. I'm trying to get like buffer shows ahead because of the surgery stuff. I'm trying to like start to build up. So I'm gonna do like a solo show on my own, just talking about the marathon trip. So I'm not boring you guys. Nobody was there. So
what will you definitely not be doing? So the 16th, the 16th, will you do it or not? The 23rd, you won't.
The 16th, I probably won't do a show because I have to do all that prep that day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The one after, you won't either, right?
Yeah.
And probably not the week after. Maybe. I mean, but probably not, though. I have to be in the hospital for like 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to note that on my calendar.
But I mean, I'm pretty tough. I've podcasted from laying flat on my back.
Well, we know, but
don't count me out. I'm saying, dude, it could be a hell of a show.
Rikki, I will be down the whole month of February. So if you're down at any point in time,
I am going to be down there. I'm actually coming the weekend of February. So the 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'll be there. I'm going to be there for Festival of the Arts. And then I will be there for Mardi Gras at Universal.
Okay, I will not. So our conference still goes till the 6th.
The 6th is my first day. 7th, and then I leave the 8th.
And the 8th. Yeah. I will probably be there.
And I get to stay. My brother's. So Kevin's mom is going to be staying with them. So he's like, yeah. So about that, you can't stay with us. And I'm like, dang it. So I was like, I'll figure something out. He looked it up, and I got a really fantastic rate to stay at Hard Rock.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
I'll be at Hard Rock for a couple of nights, which I'm really excited about because A, I've never stayed at Hard Rock. B, I get Express then now.
Yeah. At least for cheap parks, yes.
And C, I got a fantastic rate, so I will take it.
Yes, it's good. I like Hard Rock. It's so close.
I've never stayed. I mean, I've been there on an AEP before, but I've never stayed there. So like, I'm really.
The only problem is I don't like the kitchen. I don't think it's very good.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm not planning on eating there.
Just don't eat there.
Yeah, that's probably.
Staying at Hard Rock Cozumel. Mallory's senior trip. We're all going down. By the way, passport interview tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Finally.
Our whole family.
My gosh.
Going to the post office.
Oh my gosh.
No, being a grown up.
Look at you. Look at you. Wait, have you never had a passport?
No. I'm the person who stands over the birth certificate and my driver's license.
No.
I gotta get Lucy a passport because we're taking a Disney cruise in October. So I gotta get a passport for her.
No, she's gonna get a passport.
Yeah, no, she's getting a passport. I just have to go get it. I have to.
Even for kids, you still have it for 5 years. Like, it's like $100 for 5 years.
I'm platinum. I've saved all that money all these years.
No, you haven't saved that money. For an adult, a passport's good for 10 years.
Yeah, it's good for 10 years. I've had mine for 10 years.
$500.
It's not $500.
No, it's like $100 some dollars.
Yeah, it's like $100 for 10 years. I'll take that any day.
It'd be 10. No, it's $10 a year.
Exactly.
$10
math. Math, like math.
I've saved all kinds. I'm totally scamming the government right here.
You saved a whole $10 every year. Whoop-de-doo.
Every time I pull out that old birth certificate, they're like, "This guy is just scamming our government right here by not getting a passport."
Oh my
He's a
God.
cheapie. He is a cheapie.
Yeah, he's a cheapie,
Like,
all right.
oh,
That's
he's a
for
cheapie.
sure.
Okay, here we
my
go.
Lord.
Some questions.
Dying.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. No, I just but we are getting one. We are at 2:00 tomorrow.
Good.
You are not getting we're not giving you a passport because you're a bum. Exactly how it's gonna. What number are we doing? 28.
I don't know. What are we doing?
Here we go. We got a natty to do here. What's that?
Huh?
Game day is off the rails. There's somebody dancing on game day, and I don't know who that is, but they got some weird looking dancers. Oh man. Oh, it's Pitbull.
I thought you were in comments.
Pitbull, we love
Pitbull!
Pitbull.
Yeah, I know, right?
His dancers.
By the way,
holy
can I
smoke.
just say the most interesting performer at Mardi Gras is going to be RuPaul with the DJ set. I'm like, what is going on? It's going to be like the most club atmosphere I feel like you're going to have in the entire Mardi Gras situation.
100%.
Going on.
I know. I saw that like there's another show like that she's doing another show, and I'm like, or he's doing another show, and I'm like, wait, what? RuPaul?
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my, he's doing he, I guess, doing a DJ set. That's awesome. You know, I guess it depends on what let's go with they are wearing. So, you know, I don't know which route we're going with that one, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. I'm sure. I can only imagine how my brother will try to get away to see RuPaul because he watches Drag Race all the time. So I'm like, oh, he's gonna try to see RuPaul, I'm sure.
Too funny.
Oh, hey, there's Cheryl. Okay, hey Cheryl, here we go. We gotta start because football is happening shortly.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a natty. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2833 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. The team is back. We are here to answer your listener questions. It's the OG squad. So glad to have my friends here and back in real time. We recorded a bunch of shows ahead of time for Marathon Weekend, but we are back in the studios. Glad to be here. And let's get to it. Joining us from a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less, we have Rikki. Rikki, how are snowy down in Atlanta this week, right? I mean, did you guys not have snow or something?
Well, okay. So I have no idea because we actually were not in town. So this past weekend, we made an impromptu last minute decision that we were going to go up to Greenville. So we went up to Greenville and had like a little mini vacation. We actually went and saw our very good friends, Ben Lappin and Kristen and the kiddos.
That's fun.
I did. Yeah. We hung out with them. We went to a barbecue restaurant and then the kiddos, the girls and we all went to park, and they like Lucy and the girls, they had the best time just going down these slides over and over and over and over and over again. So yeah, we hung out with the Lappins this weekend for a little bit, and did a kind of a reconnaissance mission in a weird way on Greenville, and I think we're gonna try to make another little short trip up there over the summer because it was cold. So like we didn't really, I mean, yes, we got to enjoy a lot of downtown Greenville, but like it would be really nice to, actually not be freezing while we're walking down the street. So we're gonna I think we're gonna try to stay there sometime in the summer. And it was fun. We brought Daisy with us and everything. So the whole family got in the car and we all went up to Greenville. It was a lot of fun. So
it's like the Beverly Hillbillies. You brought the dog and everything.
We did. We did. It was a really good time though. Yeah, it was a good time.
Shout out to Ben again. He takes such great care of my guests when I go do things like Dopey Challenge, all these great weekends. He's awesome because I cannot do things like Marathon Weekend without these other agents to cover for me when I get to have fun. So shout out Ben Lappin. Not only are you an awesome host to Ben or to Daisy and the rest of Ricky's crew down there, and Ben's got, Ben has a dog that looks just like Riley, right?
Yes.
Did you see Ben's dog? Looks just like
No,
Riley?
I didn't. We didn't go to his house, but
Oh, you didn't go to his house? You didn't see the dog?
No, we just kind of hung out. We went, like I said, we went to a barbecue. Went to a park. So.
Did you have the Carolina mustard barbecue sauce, like the
No,
yellow?
I'm not a big Carolina. Like, I'm not a big mustard person.
I would go to South Carolina just for that.
So, yeah, not a big mustard person.
Good stuff. All right. Also joining us, we have the co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel, Pam Forrester. Pam, happy Wednesday. What's up?
Happy Wednesday. I know we're actually kind of in the middle of a snow squall or storm. I don't know. That's what Steve told me. I look outside and it looks like a blizzard. So it's unfortunate. Is all I have to say. Yeah. It means snow and wind together.
Yeah. So that
don't like terrible. It. It's hideous. So, but anyways, I'm not going to complain too much because in a little bit of time here, I'm going to be in the world for a bit. So
yay!
Look forward to that.
For a hot minute or a month.
Or whatever.
Or a month.
222, 21, whatever it takes.
Mr. Mom shout out. I gotta like that. That's awesome. Shout out also to Cheryl, who's tuned in over in Switzerland. When they get the snow, it's beautiful. When we get the snow in the Midwest, it's just annoying. It's not great. So it's just cold as anything here. We're getting ready to is recording live. We got the big national championship game happening here tonight. IU Miami. I'm hoping for a big IU win. Mike in the Midwest got to cheer for the Midwestern team. We'll see. It's going to happen here shortly, so we'll see. But we got to get to the business at hand, which is listener questions. So let's jump into the first one. And when it's freezing, right now I'm looking at my toolbar, 20 degrees here in the Be Our Guest, right outside the window of the Be Our Guest podcast studio. So let's do 4th of July tips. So polar opposite. Allie Reese says, hey, Mike and BOGP crew, we're taking our family to the beach club this year for a week, and we're currently looking at the week of the 4th of July. Have any of you been in the parks for the 4th before? Is it chaos? If so, is it worth the chaos? We've been to Walt Disney World a lot, but never in the summer. I'm assuming Disney does something special for the holiday. We will have park hoppers and don't need to be in the parks all day, every day. Our kids, 11 and 13-year-olds, love the pool. Hello, beach club. So most days we'll probably do the parks in the mornings, pool in the midday heat, and back to the parks in the evenings. We're from the South, so the heat won't be completely out of the norm for us. Please also feel free to drop any summer park tips. Thanks for keeping the Disney World fun going through our speakers. Y'all are great. Allie is in Tennessee. Ooh, we've been at Walt Disney World many times on the 4th of July all together, and we always end up in France for dinner for some reason. It's ironic.
Yes.
Chefs de France is a favorite of ours on the 4th of July. It's like Bastille Day or something.
Yes.
I don't know. So tips. I mean, she's nailed most of the good tips right there. Just don't be go in late. Go in around dinner time with an ADR. That's my biggest tip. Epcot. Right?
Yeah, Epcot for sure. So they do the fireworks 2 days at the Magic Kingdom. So they do it on the 4th of July, and then they also do it on the 3rd of July. Do keep in mind that because it's been talked about so much that the 3rd of July, you should go see the fireworks on the 3rd of July because the 4th of July is super busy. The 3rd of July is also now super busy. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you do want to see the Magic Kingdom fireworks on the 3rd, it will be exceptionally busy that day as well. Maybe not quite as busy as the 4th, but I feel like most people do now the 3rd at Magic Kingdom and the 4th at Epcot because they know they get double the bang for their buck. Hey, firework fun. Yes.
You were right over my head there, but I caught it the second when it came right bouncing off.
Oh, I was going to make sure that you got it. So it's fine.
That was good.
Yeah. So I would keep that in mind. If you don't mind and you really want to see the fireworks, that would be the best way to do it. Epcot is fantastic for the fireworks. I mean, they just blow it out of the water. Again, quite literally.
Okay, that's enough puns. Okay, let's knock it off. 2 minutes.
It's like dad jokes, but mom jokes. Yeah, so it's really amazing. They do such a fantastic job. There's a special fireworks tag for the 4th of July at Epcot, and it's really cool. It's a great experience. And again, if you're just kind of going and knowing that it's going to be nuts, but knowing that you're kind of just going for the atmosphere, that's really the best part about the 4th of July at both Magic Kingdom and Epcot, is really just soaking in that atmosphere, and you'll have a good time if you're going into it knowing that it'll be just a little crazy. Okay, just a lot crazy, but it's still so much fun. We've had a blast.
Stop. So you're done. I'm muting your mic. Pam, I'm muting her mic. Here's the thing though, our listener here, she's got the best hack already. The best hack on the 4th of July is to book a Crescent Lake resort, beach club, yacht club, boardwalk, Swan Dolphin, because you don't have to deal with transportation. You can see the 4th of July fireworks and you just walk back to your room. It's the greatest hack in the world. That's the great thing. We talked to her about, I think, that's a great day to have that lazy morning on the 4th of July, like it just ease your way into the day, right?
It is either ease your way into the day or go into a park and then leave for the biggest chunk in the middle. I think that's really important. I think the other thing is, especially for summer touring, we usually take one of these small portable fans. I know don't be under any illusion that's going to keep you comfortable during the day. It is not going to keep you comfortable. What it is though, is like at the point in time where you're like, I can't take any more of that. It actually gives you a little bit of a reprieve.
Just the moving air, right?
It does.
Yeah. Even though it's hot air blowing on you, you're still like, oh, it's still blowing on me.
True. And the other thing is, make sure you use it like when you go in for a show or when you're sitting down for like an attraction, or that's a really important time to actually use it, because that cool air, when you have access to air conditioning, it actually helps sort of cool you down so much faster. So use that. Of course, you're going to know to hydrate, because we all know to hydrate, but do it. I know that people sometimes are like, make sure you stop at quick service locations. They'll give you free ice water. They will. And it is Florida water. So
True, yeah.
know what you're getting into. It's better. We always take a refillable water bottle with us. We fill it up with ice. Then we take some water bottles. And that's the thing. You can use Instacart or whatever thing you use to sort of Instacart a case of water. That's, I think, super important, especially in the summer. And you can throw in whatever else you want. Mike Robin there, he likes to have like his Pop-Tarts and his Coke Zero and all the other things, right, Mike?
Exactly. And I will say, to kind of go back to what Pam was saying about making sure that you're drinking enough water. I can't stress that enough as well, because I actually almost fell victim to heat stroke at Walt Disney World, not this summer, but the summer before. So I literally was about to, I was fine. And then all of a sudden it hit like a ton of bricks. And I was about to pass out in that Tiana's Bayou Adventure line. And I was seconds away from blacking out. So it will hit quickly, and so please make sure you drink water. Make sure you're eating something, even if it's small, before you leave your hotel room in the morning, especially if they're going those early mornings. Please make sure you have Pop-Tarts or a granola bar or something to snack on before you get to the parks, or while you're taking Disney train, or you're walking over the parks or whatever. Just please make sure you have something to drink before you get to the parks in the morning, and something to eat, because I promise you it will hit so quick, because those mornings, they do get very hot very quickly. And it is surprising. And I know that you're from Tennessee, but the Florida, that humidity really does, it hits so crazy. So just keep that in mind. It will get very hot. Yeah.
Yep. And one of the things I did when I was down for Marathon a couple weeks back is, I usually wait till I get there to do my order through Amazon to get, because like you said, Pam, I ordered 24 Coke Zeros to the room, and my Pop-Tarts. By the way, they didn't have my ones. Always get a brown sugar. Those are
the best. Yeah,
those are the best. They didn't have them.
What?
I got cinnamon roll Pop-Tarts, dude. Those are fire. I'm telling you.
Okay, all right.
No, I've never had them, man. Those things. Be careful. You don't want to have those within arm's reach.
Okay.
Somehow I had in my cart. Somehow I had Rice Krispie treats in there.
Oh yeah, that's another solid one.
And they popped in the bag. Boom, they were there. I got I got all the stuff like Band-Aids. I was like, I'm running a marathon. I probably need Band-Aids. So I got all the stuff, right? Goober and the English muffins, for in the room breakfast to eat on the bus. But instead of waiting till I got there this year, I ordered it the night before I even left home. I ordered it from my house the night before. I went to the airport in the morning because I, took the first flight out at 6 a.m. the next day. So that night before, when I was packing, I ordered it, and it was because I figured it's just going to get delivered to French Quarter, that night. They're just going to throw it in the fridge anyway. So that way I didn't have to do. Usually I
Yeah.
order it when I'm in the Uber, like, and then because it usually gets there in about 90 minutes, 2 hours or something. But it's just like a stressful thing to order it in the car, like when you're riding over. I was like, why don't I just order this the night before? It was a lot easier just to do that from home, and then because they're going to hold it for you for like 24 hours anyway. So
Yeah.
just, it's a lot easier to do it from home. I was like, what? I'm going to do this from now on. It's like, if you're going to order that stuff, just order it from home. I mean, maybe everybody else does that. I mean, I was always the fool that like I thought I had to be like at Walt Disney World, like in Orlando, to order it. You don't.
No.
You just do it at home. I mean, Pam, do you do it from home?
No, I usually do it when I'm there, just in case like something were to happen or whatnot. Then I don't.
It was great. I got there, my groceries were there. I was like, this is awesome. Well, I had like 8 things, like it was nothing life or death. Like if I didn't get my goober and my English muffins, it didn't matter. But I was like, this is great. I'm gonna do this every single time. This is. I overbought because I really didn't use it that much. And looking back, I probably just got a thing of peanut butter and some bagels or something out of the store, because I only ate like 1 or 2 of the English muffins. I took like a couple scoops of goober. But I'm like, thinking I'm gonna, you always think you have bigger plans. Okay, next question is about luggage. I want to talk to you guys about this. Hey, Mike and Scotty G and BOGP crew, not a question, but a comment and or recommendation. Just listen to your show from end of the year, and you guys were talking about luggage. Being a road warrior that I am, splurge and look at Briggs & Riley Essential Carry-On. Lifetime warranty, smooth, it's the real deal. Happy New Year, John. So we did talk about in one of the shows, Scott and I, maybe it was a Sunday night show, or maybe one of the shows we did past few weeks, about luggage. And I talked about how I've been using Amazon Basics, like hard shell stuff, for probably 5 years. I just got it like on a deal, like the kind of the big, medium, like the Goldilocks thing, like the big one, medium one, and then like the carry-on one, right? And I mean, that stuff's held up pretty well. But I mean, it's totally just basics. Like it doesn't have any, like it has like one strap inside. It just does the thing. But it's got the job done. But maybe I'm ready for an upgrade. I was wondering if anybody had any thoughts on luggage. But 2, I did my first trip with those, what are the Pam? What do you call it? Cubes?
The packing cubes, yeah.
Dude, those things are those are legit.
See,
I had, because they gave them to me on the Destiny. That's the new like platinum
right
gift in your stateroom.
Yes,
like it was. Then they had like 4 different sizes. So like I had like the sock cube. I had like and I had one that had all my running gear, like my buddy pouch, my hats. Like all the hand warmers, but all the stuff like for running in the one. I had, all my shirts rolled up in one. Dude, it made the packing so good. I'm a convert. I'm like, this rocks. I didn't even unpack.
I use them for Lucy all the time. It makes life so much easier.
Where have I been for the last decade? They're awesome. I'm a convert now. And by throwing those, that's like, dude, they're gonna win over so many people by throwing those in the staterooms. I'm like, oh yes. But so the luggage conversation, like, what would you say to folks that are thinking about like any luggage tips? Pam, you're the ultimate road warrior here. What do you got?
I've had all different kinds of luggage. I've had like expensive luggage from Toomey, and I've had just standard luggage that I bought from when it used to be e-bags. Remember when there used to be an e-bags, their brand of luggage. And what I've been using recently, the past few years, Costco and other warehouse clubs have had a Delsey sort of hard side 2-pack that they usually have on sale a few times a year. It comes with one that you're going to check and then one that you're going to roll on. They're spinners. They last, I think, a decent amount, especially for what you get. I think what in the end where I sort of land is you want a decent piece of luggage. I don't typically buy the most expensive anymore because most of them, even though they have lifetime guarantees, don't replace for airline damage. And that's where all my damage is going to come from.
Absolutely, yeah.
I've only really had one bag in the history of my having bags where like the wheel gave out or whatever. And actually it was probably an airline issue to begin with, but whatever. So that's sort of where I've been landing. I think what's more important than the brand or the type is how you travel. think about how you travel, like what's really important to you. Do you put a bag on top? What does that bag look like? Do these things fit together? Those kind of things. What are you more likely to need? And my other tip on luggage is don't necessarily buy the biggest piece of luggage. You only have 50 pounds to check. And so most bags at this point, you're going to hit that weight limit before you run out of size. It's just how it goes. So take a look at that as well. I tend to be using like not the plastic hard side luggage, but the kind that sort of almost looks like a woven hard side luggage, because I find that sort of holds up the best. Some of the plastics get thin and they'll crack and do crack. But that sort of the Dernier, sort of the bulletproof stuff, that sort of is a little easier to take. It just sort of holds up better. And one final thing to look at is actually the weight of the piece of luggage. When you're comparing different luggage sizes, the weight surprisingly can vary by so much. And if you're getting a bag that's already 10 pounds to begin with, you've lost 40 pounds.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if you get like a 10-pound bag, I mean, my wife would be in bad shape, man.
Yes, right.
Like, her bag, I'm like, pick it up. I'm like, dude, this thing is 97 pounds, Pam. Like, you got to put 47 pounds back right now before we even leave the house. Like, what are you doing?
It's true. It's true. One more tip I'll give you too, because we've used these for a lot of times. If you look on LL Bean, they actually have a rolling duffel. And their duffels are really great quality. They will stand on their own most of the time. So look for that, because not all duffels do. But we tend to take when Steve and I are traveling for any period of time, we tend to take a bag that we check. I take one, like a piece of luggage, and then we also take this rolling duffel because the duffel's light and it holds a ton. So look at those two. I think the LL Bean is a really good quality compromise because it's sort of right there in the middle, right? And they stand behind their products really well too. So, and they last for years. And you know how many times that thing gets checked into, like we travel so much, that's flying many, many times throughout the year. So I feel like if I get, between 5 to 10 years out of that, that's a quality piece of luggage. Right?
No doubt.
So it's a good one, and I'm endorsing all these products. Absolutely,
exactly. We had the link, like no link on the screen. We wish we had one, but yes, just out of the kindness of her heart. Rikki, what are your quick thoughts on luggage? You got any tips? Anything for you?
Yeah, I personally don't like the hard-sided luggage. I don't know why. I just really don't like it. I agree with Pam. Like, it cracks really easy, so I'm not the biggest fan of it. So I still do like a cloth-sided luggage. I think I use a Swiss gear. That's what I've kind of gone with in the past. It's not the cheapest. It's not the most expensive, but it has, like, you can feel the quality when you're looking at it. Because I too have purchased the cheapy Amazon ones before, and it gets destroyed after me carrying it on a plane one time. So this Swiss gear one has lasted me probably about 5 years or so. And I really like it. It just now, the back part started coming off, and I just glue gunned it back on. I'm like, you're good. So like, it's fine. It's all good. And I love it. I have one that's a medium size one. And then maybe it's a large. And then I have one that's kind of smaller. So depending on what kind of trip we're taking, we use one or the other. Brian will use the big one, and I'll use the smaller one, which I know is kind of ironic that he's got the bigger one, but
I always get the big one too. But I mean, it's because of my running stuff. I was telling you, didn't you put my stinky running stuff in that one? She's like,
nope. Yeah, although mine is so packed and stuffed to the gills, and I have to like sit on it to get it to close, but that's fine. It still closes. But yeah, that's usually what we do. I think I'm pretty sure it's Swiss gear that I use, and it's lasted for a while.
Good stuff. Okay, thanks for a great comment. It's good, it's good to kind of talk about the essentials of travel. So that's kind of cool. All right, we got a follow up here for a question asked in November from listener Jacqueline. She says, "Hey, BOGP podcast crew, thanks so much for your awesome advice you offered back in November when I asked what my son and I should do at Walt Disney World on New Year's Day. You all, Rikki, Mike, and Pam, all agreed that we should get park tickets, and we did. You were so right. It was only my middle son, 16, and me, and we drove from South Florida and rolled into Pop Century parking lot at 7:10 a.m. We splurged for a park hopper ticket with Lightning Lane and left our luggage in the car. Took the Skyliner and rope dropped Hollywood Studios. We were able to get on Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Mania, Tower of Terror, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Star Tours, Rock and Roller Coaster, and we even saw the Indiana Jones show before noon.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Rides, that's more than I did overall marathon weekend.
Right? Exactly.
Okay, so in between rides, we enjoyed Mickey waffles at Fairfax Fair. We took the Skyliner over to Epcot and rode Living with the Land. Loved this one, she said. By the way, that's right at Epcot.
Yeah.
Had a delicious lunch at Connections Cafe. I had the chicken salad, and my son had the chicken sandwich with Liege waffle. Oh, that's a favorite of mine right there, the Liege waffle. And Imagination with Figment, Spaceship Earth, and the Three Caballeros, and took the bus over to the Magic Kingdom around 3 p.m. It was a cold day, and I think that helped us. We got on so many rides, everything but Tron and Peter Pan. We loved the Bear Jamboree and the Tiki Bird Room and the Jungle Cruise, and took advantage of low wait times during the nighttime parade and fireworks show. We closed out the night on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train around 10:30 p.m. and headed to the confectionery to pick up some candy apples to take to the rest of the family. I was nervous about finding our hotel room. We were in the 50s building and somehow got lucky because we parked nearby. We used our phone to unlock the room door and were in bed by midnight. What a fun-packed day that my son and I will never forget. The next morning, we slept in, packed up the car, and had lunch at Sanaa, went to the Polynesian for a Dole Whip, and checked out the Grand Floridian before we headed to the airport. Thanks for your advice and your podcast. Best, Jacqueline.
That is amazing.
Love it.
Do I bequeath my Dopey Challenge medal?
I think so. Yeah.
At this point, because I think she
Right?
did more than I did. That's truly incredible.
A lot. Did a lot.
That was amazing. That was really
I
good.
love it though, because that is. Here's the thing, and this is why I love that we get to do this podcast. There's so many reasons. Like I love that we get to hang out every week and talk because like we're friends. You know, it's like our catch up time. And we get to have the community that we have because our community, it's like Cheryl right here. She's in Switzerland. We're kind of virtually hanging out with Cheryl right now. I mean, it's truly amazing. I got to hang out with her at the races just 10 days ago. But it's when you think about how many different ways you can have an amazing time at the Disney destinations, it's this. Like you can go down there and just like go to the resorts and never go into a theme park and have the best time ever. But you can do this. Like this.
Right.
This is amazing too. This would kill me at this point in my life, but this is an amazing day. Because I mean, tell me like they're not going to talk about this at Thanksgiving. Like, remember when we went to the Magic? We did all the parks and we did all this. 7:10. We were rolling on the Skyliner. I mean, like,
yeah,
this is the stuff of like legends in 10 years. I love this.
Yeah, it's amazing. That I got tired just listening. I can only imagine how just worn out they were by the end of that day, but it still sounds epic. So that's amazing. That sounds really great. They did so much. I think they did more than I did. Yeah. In the entire time I was at Disney for the Christmas.
Or maybe I did in 2025 in the park.
Yeah.
To tell the truth. And also kind of I wanted to mention this too, because somebody posted, I gotta pull up the name here because it was in the live updates, which if you're not in the Discord, you need to go to the Discord as often as you can. Here it is. It was WDW fan. And he posted this yesterday, which would have been on the 18th, January 18th. And he posted the sweetest picture in the live from the Disney Destination channel. And it just simply said, my mom said, I only had to wait 83 years to meet Mickey Mouse. And it's a picture of his mom hugging Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
And everybody blew up in the Discord because this is what this is all about. There's so many different ways to just fall in love with the Disney destinations, and mom hugging Mickey Mouse. I mean, this is it's a snapshot of a Disney commercial right there.
Yeah.
83 years old, first time meeting Mickey Mouse at Walt Disney World.
That's very cool.
That reminds me of when we took my grandma when she was 94, and she she was like, I want to see Donald. I want to see Donald. And we're like, okay, Grandma, we'll take you to go see Donald, you know? So we went to, you know, back to Storybook Circus, and we went to meet, you know, Donald back there. And we were standing in line, and she's like, what are we in line for? And we're like, Grandma, you wanted to see Donald. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to see him. She didn't actually want to meet him. She just wanted to see him. So we're like, no. We're gonna go meet Donald. So, but the photos from that are some of my favorite, you know, because she was just like, no, I just wanted to see him. I didn't actually want to go meet him.
So, like, my eyes on you, Donald.
She's like, okay, I saw him. We're good now. I don't need anything else.
I spotted you. All right. Well, advice for February 14th. By the way, we got some extenuating circumstances this year, so get in your "Is this romantic?" questions ASAP. We got to get that going real quick. So if you have questions about "Is this romantic?" we should do a show for that this year.
Maybe you should explain what "Is this romantic?" is, because we have a lot of new listeners, I'm sure.
We have a lot of new listeners. So yeah, so if anybody's new to this show, which we've been doing this for a minute here, if you have any situations that you wonder, like going with your significant other to the ABC commissary and sharing a what's that, buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich and some steak fries, cutting it horizontally or diagonally there, splitting it. Is that romantic? Yeah, it's romantic. That would be 100% romantic, but we'll be the judge and jury on these kind of things. So different situations, and we'll determine if it's romantic or not at Walt Disney World.
And the best part is the more off the wall and creative they are, the better. So that's just kind of your hint of we like the more off the wall ones.
Yes, we'd like to do a whole show about it, so we need like 10 or so. So drop them into Mike@BeOurGuestPodcast.com. Just put "Is this romantic?" in the header, and then give us the situation. We'll be the judge and jury, and we'll be kind. All right. By the way, this one says advice for February 14th. So I think that's about around Valentine's Day. Hey, gang. First off, thanks for consistently putting out so many fun shows every week. Well, we put out shows every week. Fun is up to you. Your mileage may vary. My family will be taking a trip to Walt Disney World February 14th to the 21st. We're staying at Pop Century with 6-day park hoppers. There are 3 of us, mom, dad, and a 3.5-year-old. I love when people put 3.5. Well, I guess it's because it's easier to type. Our flight lands Saturday the 14th at 9:45 a.m. My question is, if you were in our shoes, what would you do on our arrival day? We don't plan on going to the parks on that day. Keep in mind, our daughter still naps around 1 p.m. Hopefully our room is ready. We have an idea of what to do, but we'd love to hear what you experts would do. Thanks for being great, Jim from Rochester, New York. All right, I'm not an expert. You guys can hear. I'm not when it's Valentine's Day and it's expert. I'm totally out of this question. I'm tapping out. No.
What time are they flying again?
You're getting in at 9:45. Remember, they have a 3.5-year-old with them.
Right. That's what I was going to say. First and foremost is going to need to be a nap. Yes.
The romance meter will be just saying, because I got a 3.5-year-old.
Yeah. I think, for sure. It's just,
I like when he says poutine at Disney Springs.
Hey, you know what? Okay.
There you go.
So here's the deal. So Brian and I, we've spent Valentine's Day at Walt Disney World with our daughter. And we actually went to Epcot that day, and it was I think not this last trip, but the trip before or the year before. And it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. We just kind of made it just a fun day and enjoyed the day. And Brian and I are not the most romantic with each other, especially on Valentine's Day. So I'm probably not the person to ask this question to, because we literally, our whole goal, like over the last 5 years, has been to find the most unromantic place to have Valentine's Day dinner. So we've done Waffle House before.
Hey, awesome.
We've totally done. We've done a deli
White
before. And last year we were in, it must have been last year. Last year we were in Florida, and there's a pizza chain in the Orlando area called Hungry Howie's, and we totally stopped off, got Hungry Howie's on the way back to my mom and dad's place, and that's what our Valentine's Day dinner was. So at least I got us
he's
the chocolate chip cookie, like, you know, for dessert. But like, that's our idea of romance is like, what can we do that's the least romantic thing possible to celebrate Valentine's Day? So I'm probably not the best person to ask, but I will say, if you don't want to go anywhere that's super crazy, you don't have, you know, you obviously are staying at, they said they're staying at Pop Century, right? I think is what you said. So, you know, at the very least, like, go down to the food court and pick up dinner that way and have dinner there. They do have really good meals at Pop Century, not gonna lie. Like, they have really good options, and like a lot of times it's like fried chicken or meatloaf or something like that. So like, that would be what I end up getting, and I'd be perfectly happy. So that would be my option. You could also, you're on the Skyliner.
Hang on. I'm censoring you because you can't take a girl to the Pop Century food court on Valentine's Day.
I would be perfectly happy.
No, the Skyliner. I'm censoring you on this one. I'm bringing it back. Hang on. I don't need the censor button off it, but I am, because wait a second. You have the Skyliner.
That's where I'm going.
But I got the button. You don't. You get on that Skyliner and show your love. You go all the way. You go to Primo Piatti.
That was going to be my next suggestion. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's not a French name. I mean, boom.
That was going to be my next suggestion. Go to Primo Piatti if you want to up the ante on this Valentine's Day meal, and get something there. And then they also do have a very lovely cafe upstairs, so you can get some coffee. You could get a pastry. Enjoy that there. So I was giving them two options of something.
I'm dying to use the button. I
know. You have the more romantic-ish option, and then you have the least romantic option, which is what Brian and I would end up doing. So
yeah, save us, because we're getting short on time.
I'm trying to think of, I mean, the fact that you're not going into a park just means you're going to be spending time at your resort and at other resorts in Disney Springs. The other option, of course, is always the boardwalk area, but they don't have a ton of restaurants there. And if you're looking for a location, I think I would say like the Cake Bake Shop, just give that a try. I think because if you go early enough, it could be like, you could look at like a Linner, right?
Yeah.
You could like go and enjoy. And I think that would be fun, that everyone would really enjoy, because even for littles, I think that being able, there's so much going on in that restaurant. It's beautiful and just stunning. So that would be something else to consider. Over at Disney Springs, I think there's just so many different options. I think the advantage though of having a table service restaurant reserved is that you do have something reserved
for Valentine's Day. That's a huge win too.
Is.
You definitely want to have a reservation. If you're going to go to Disney Springs, you definitely want to have something as a reservation. So yeah.
And I think it'll just be challenging to sort of think about that, just if without a reservation. Sometimes like I roll up to a counter service place or someplace I don't have a reservation, and I'm like seeing the line as I approach, and I'm like, as I get closer and closer, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. We gotta go. We're going. As I see them turning people away, it's just too much for me. So, anyways,
you're like the Homer Simpson meme. You're back in the bush.
Yes. And so then here's my little toxic trait too that I'll share. I was talking about someone with this before. So the last time we went to the little Beacon Barrel place at Disney World, they give you a speech when you walk in that it's like they're honoring us by letting us have a reservation to come in and pay for drinks and food and whatever else we get. That literally by the time they're giving me their spiel, and I understand why they're doing it, but at the end I want to say, like, you know what, I'm good. I'll just wait until there's not a 45-minute 2-drink limit. Like there was just so much stuff that like they're telling me that I must do to enjoy this. And at the end, I'm like, there's so many places I like to eat. I don't have to go to this one. Like I've been here before. So anyways, that's my toxic trait. Because I'm just like, they let me, it's like a privilege for me to come into there. I know, right? I'm like,
small fortune.
They're doing me a favor.
Like they're doing me for Friday's show, by the way, because we're doing stock watch. So maybe use that for Friday. We're just saying.
I just wanted to be
Friday.
Yes, in the vein of being transparent and authentic.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That'd be great for Friday. Hold on to those bullets. I'm just saying.
I can see Steve like trying to push me back a little bit as a thing.
He's like, oh no, don't say anything. Just don't say a word.
Just let him finish his 25-minute spiel about how lucky you are to come in here and drink.
Oh my gosh, I feel you on that. Okay,
I felt that way about Trader Sam's. Like I was like, yes. I do not want to go through all this just to go into Trader Sam's.
Right? I know.
Like it's fine. I don't want to put my name on a list and stand here for 3 hours. Like I'm good. I'm good.
Like frisking you like are good.
I've only been there the one time, and I'm like, nah, I'm fine. Although now they did make it a little bit easier. I think what they have added where you can get on the mobile, like you can do it on the My Disney Experience app, and they open at 11 now. So that's, I don't know why they didn't open at 11 to begin with, because they were so busy. I have no idea why it took them all these years to be like, oh hey, maybe we should open at 11.
So real quick, Len does have the correct answer. He says to go over to the boardwalk and get a mozzarella stick and reenact the Lady and the Tramp.
Love it.
I agree with this.
Like the spaghetti scene with that big old 7-foot long mozzarella stick. You will need Lipitor. Just make sure you have that back in your pocket. You'll be good. I love that. It's the best answer of the day.
Yes, it is.
And real quick, because Len asked this question about 7 hours ago, Ricky, do we think Buzz Lightyear will be open mid-May? Do you think?
No, so they're saying what, spring? So
real quick, before we close
I would say that it would. I mean, I would say they would want to be open before Memorial Day. So you're probably running close. It depends on where they go in spring. So do they want to be open for? Do they want to be open for spring break, or do they want to be open for Memorial Day? And they are working on things. They're working on the signage right now. So I feel like they're closer to that spring break deadline than the Memorial Day deadline. So I would, if I had to wager a bet right now, I would say you'd probably be okay, but things can change. I don't know. So.
And Sean says the giant mod.
I need to get that mozzarella stick.
And he's lived to tell the tale, so that's good to know. Okay, we're closing this one out. We're going to be back for Friday. We're going to do the Disney Stock Watch, what things are trending up at Walt Disney World that we're seeing. We're liking what we see. We buy stock in those things right now. And what things are trending down. We're sell. Get rid of those things. We don't like what we see there. They need to fix them. So we'll talk about those things when it comes to the Disney parks on Friday. See if you agree with us and what would you throw in those categories. Don't forget, today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We're standing by to help you plan some awesome Disney adventures here in 2026 and even cruises in 2027. You got to get out there and see the world. Disney World, Walt Disneyland. What am I doing? Too much cold medicine. Oh my gosh, Dayquil getting to my brain. But that's the post marathon stuff happening. But Disney Cruise Line ships. I don't make me name them all right now because there's too many. But you know what? You can go awesome plaplaces. You see how big the adventure is? That thing's huge.
I know, it's massive.
Took up the whole thing. That was wild.
I can't wait for hopefully that to sail somewhere closer to the States, because I don't see myself going over to Singapore, but you never know. But I want to get on that ship so bad. It looks so intriguing to me.
All right, so let's June sailing. So let's help you out. You'll see the world. Go to Disneyland. I'll be going to Disneyland here in a week. I can't wait. I'll be eating all the good snacks. Can't wait to get that beignet, that chicken beignet thing out in Norland Square. Whew. Now that I'm thinking about that already, forget about the races. I'm there for the snacks in New Orleans Square. We can help you do the same thing. Ride the Matterhorn. If you're crazy, you got to do it one time. Got to ride the Matterhorn once. And then as soon as you're going up the hill, you're like, this ride is so historic. It's so awesome. Why am I doing this to myself? We can help you do that too. So come on over to the Magic for Less. We'll help you do that. No additional cost to you. We take great care of you. That's what we do each and every time. So swing by the website, themagicforless.com. We'll take it from there. We'll see you over there this week. Don't forget, use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the all-stars that keep us on the air. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You can follow us on the social media at Be Our Guest Mike is where you'll find me. Instagram, X.com, and Threads. Pam is at TMFLT Pam. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs, RIKKINIBS. And we'll have a live show this Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Don't miss it because we won't have one the next week because I'll be out at Disneyland. So join us this Sunday night. And finally, join us in the clubhouse because that is where the fun happens. It's free for everybody. It's our Discord server. It's where we all hang out, just have a great time all the time. Come on over, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. All right, join us on Friday. We're going to have a good time. We hope you'll enjoy that show as well. So for Pam and Rikki, I'm Mike, wishing you a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Aubrey's going on the Wish in June. Ooh,
She is. Yeah, they were telling me all about it.
Let's see. EPISODE 2833 EDITD. See if I can do one more show without my nose running too bad. We're good to go.
That was loud.
Was it too loud?
It was loud. I don't know. Maybe it might not be, but I was like, wow, that was loud.
I want to blast people. Okay, let's see. Turn the banner off. And we're good. Okay, here we go. Doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. 2, 3.
So they're downstairs, and I heard the slide whistle, and so they must be watching us downstairs.
See if we make
Maybe
the dog bark.
because they knew I was talking about them.
All right, here we go. I mean, we only do this podcast for our enjoyment.
Yes.
I tell people, like,
Oh, there it is. I just heard it. We're delayed, very delayed. Yeah.
People are like, you've done 2,800 podcasts. I'm like, why do you do that? I'm like, because I love it. Dude, this is what I love doing it. It's my all right, here we go. 2,835. Welcome to episode 2,835 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for a rockin' weekend here in January. Well, at least as rockin' as weekends can be in January if you're not at a cool place, which I'm in Missouri. Missouri's pretty awesome, but not in January. But we're going to make it as awesome as we can. Next weekend, I'll be at Disneyland, so that'll be pretty awesome. So just got to get through this weekend. And we're going to help you do that with some fun Disney talk. That's why we're here. That's why we've been here since 2008. So joining me, it's the OG crew. Rikki checking in from DisneyWorldAfterall.com and the Mouse for Less. Rikki, happy Friday. What's happening this weekend down in your world?
Happy Friday. And honestly, I have no idea.
You're not going to South Carolina and seeing?
No, not making a last minute trip to South Carolina this time. No. I'm trying to think. I think it's supposed to be really cold here. So probably hibernating. If I had to take a guess, it would definitely be hibernating because I don't want to go out on that. No, thank you. Actually, I think I've seen it's supposed to maybe snow.
Oh, dude, I'm like an amateur meteorologist, right? The South is going to get slammed with an ice snowstorm where you are this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to snow. And Georgia, we don't do snow very well. So
you're not going anywhere, Missy.
I probably will not be. If the weather forecast holds up and it does actually snow here, yeah, I will just be hibernating in the house. That's going to be what we end up doing. I've got stuff to make chili. Maybe I'll make chili.
Good. Yeah.
Really, really just hibernate like crazy.
All right. Also joining us, we have the co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel, Pam Forrester, getting ready for big travels. And Pam, I am so proud of you. You're taking the holiday road tripping.
We are. Yes, we are. It's not typical for us, but what we're doing this year. So yes, we're going to do that. We have a road trip plan. We don't drive too many hours in one day though.
That's smart.
Yeah, I get so bored and tired and whatever, but Steve and I are brushing up on our road trip skills.
Nice.
We have audiobooks available, downloaded from Audible, and stuff like that. So have a mixture of sort of things that we're trying to do. And Steve has very particular snacks that he likes to have when he's driving. So
of course,
that's how it goes.
Yeah. Speaking of that, with the NFL going on, my dad working for the Rams, right? I think I've mentioned this on the podcast. With his job, he uses his own equipment, like to do the radio thing for the Rams, because he's super particular, kind of like me. And so the problem with the playoffs, when his team makes the playoffs, like the Rams are in the playoffs now, they're in the NFC Championship game on tomorrow or Sunday. You don't know when the last game's going to be. So my dad has all of his gear, and so he typically drives to the last game of the season. So like last year he had to drive to Philadelphia for the last game, and there was a blizzard, and he had to drive home in a blizzard. So all these potential games now that he goes to, he drives to, because he wants to bring his gear home in case they lose. And so every time they win, he's like, okay, well, now I got to drive again. So now the Rams are playing Seattle. And again, my dad is not based in LA. He's based 10 minutes. He's like over the hill from where the podcast studios are, right here in St. Charles, Missouri. So even a home game is Los Angeles. But now the next game on this weekend is in Seattle. So when they pulled off this miracle win against the Bears, if you watched it, if you saw the game, by the way, won by our thicker kicker from Mizzou, Harrison Mevis, who's the bomb, put it through the uprights, killed the Bears. Sorry, Dennis, but he's a Mizzou guy. But I was like, oh my gosh, now my dad has to drive to Seattle. I'm like, my dad is not young. He's not a spring chicken. I'm not a spring chicken. So imagine he's my dad. I'm like, oh my God, now I'm happy for my dad. He might get a Super Bowl ring again. But I mean, the dude's got to drive. I found out this morning, he called me. Sanity prevails. He's going to fly to Seattle. So,
there we go.
But check this out. He got a rental car for $17 a day out in Seattle. So I'm like, $17 a day? Take a picture of that thing. I'm like, you can't get remember those little bird things, like that were scooters that were like in college towns? I'll give you a bird thing for $17 a day. I'm like, you better take a picture of that car you're renting for $17 a day. He's like, oh, it's a steal. I'm like, it's probably hot. I'm like, it probably was stolen. I'm like, he's like, but it was a good deal.
Somebody did steal it.
100%. I'm like, my dad and I are so much alike. He's like, $17 a day. He's like, I think it was a misprint. I'm like, I guarantee you it was a misprint. It's probably stolen. So my dad, he jumped on it. So I can't wait to see this Yugo that he probably got from 1985 that he's going to drive out in Seattle, Washington this weekend. But we'll keep him updated. But so I'm like, okay, this doesn't solve your problem, dude. You drive there so you can bring your gear home in case they lose. And I'm like, by the way, did you see Seattle last week? They just destroyed the 49ers. There's a pretty good chance they beat you guys. He's like, oh, well, what's going to happen is then I'll just have my gear fly back with the team to Los Angeles. He's like, next week I'll just drive to Los Angeles instead on my own time. I'm like, Los Angeles?
Yeah, but you still have to drive there.
I'm like, he's like, well, Los Angeles isn't as far as Seattle. I'm like, it's still like 2,000 miles, but he does that. He always drives out there the first game of the year to take the gear, and he always does it at the end of the season. So, I mean, my dad is just, he's a different breed, man. He drives to LA like it's nothing. I mean, from St. Louis. I mean, just like it's nothing. He just goes.
Couldn't he like ship it in the plane?
No, because he's scared it'll get broken. That's my dad. Nope, because it'll get damaged.
Like bubble wrap that stuff.
No, I told him that. And he's like, one, it's too expensive. Two, it'll get broken. No, he will not hear it. He has to take care of his stuff. He goes out there. So there's your crazy Roman story for the day. So maybe he'll come out when I'm out there for the races. Hopefully they win. Let's keep good thoughts, and my dad will get another Super Bowl ring. But anyway, so today I just had to share that. So today we're going to be doing Disney Stock Watch for the parks. So what are we seeing that we like that is stock up? Like if we had to buy stock and we want to, things we're liking and we're going to buy stock in it, what we buy. So we're going to start with stock up, and then we'll go stock down. For a couple things. So one of the things I'm going to say that I saw over marathon weekend that I would say stock up, things that I really like, is I was at French Quarter, and what I loved seeing was how involved the staff at French Quarter was with just the guests in general. It wasn't just the runners, but especially the runners. there was always like a general manager out in a suit greeting guests, asking, how are you doing? Every time you walked in from the bus, not just from like your running bus, if you were coming back from Epcot or Magic Kingdom, just as a regular park guest, hey, did you have a great day? You know, but when we got off the buses as runners, they had a little table set up after the 5K, the 10K, the half, the full, with bananas, oranges, props to take pictures, equipment to make signs like markers and poster boards, and 3 or 4 kind of like the people who would do activities by the pool, you know, to kind of hype you up, and like, you know, not music playing, but like just kind of like a little party atmosphere. The guy there has the doubloons, and the, you know, the greeter, that's the official greeter that's got the costume on, he's out there hyping you up. But it made it more of an experience. What I found out during the live call-in show we did on Sunday night was that this was happening at Beach Club. This was happening at Saratoga Springs. Ian told us about that. It was happening all over property. So we'd heard this was really a big thing at French Quarter, but apparently the Coronado Springs, this was happening. I love that they're making these experiences happen at the resorts. You know, it's making you feel like, wow, you are our guest at the resorts, and we're making the resort experience even more special. You know, they've done this for years. They've kind of expanded it out with like movies under the stars and the games at the pools, and it's more of a resort experience. So I say, you know, definitely stock up to the resort experience that Disney's bringing us. I think they're bringing it more and more post-COVID, and it's just getting better and better. So I'm buying into that. So Pam, I mean, if you notice that at the resorts, like I love that it seems like they're really taking the resort experience to a new level.
Yeah, they are. I think that they've done all kinds of great things to sort of, you know, they're pulling some of that stuff that we used to see back, and they're making more and more activities available. I think like there's usually now like a craft thing. Some of these things you have to pay a little more for, but they're offering these kind of activities, sort of realizing that, hey, people don't just, you know, come to the resort to sleep. I mean, because that's not really a vacation. They're there, they're enjoying it. They chose this Disney resort because they know that they want to play there too, and to get the most out of that resort. So I really appreciate that they're doing that and sort of recognizing that. It's been a really cool thing. You know, I've always loved the resorts. I think that the resorts are one of my favorite things about a Disney vacation. And it's cool to see them sort of being like, okay, yes, we are ready for this. Like we are, you know, taking this seriously, and we're going to have lots of things for you to do. So
agreed. All right. So what are you seeing that you would buy stock in right now for a stock up option?
Well, this is sort of in conjunction with that whole resort thing, but I have noticed that the latest updates or renovations or room refreshes that they have done at the moderate resorts really have the moderates looking really good when you think about it. So there was one recently done at French Quarter, which I think French Quarter looks great.
I loved my room at French. I love the whole resort. I'm so high on French Quarter right now. Oh.
See, that's because you just stayed, and you know,
I'm always like that, but it was so good. It was so good.
It is.
Perfect.
It is. And I think Riverside they've redone in the not too distant past. Of course, Coronado, it was one of the first to get redone, but they have really done a good job keeping that resort up to date. I think every time I've stayed there, I've been impressed with it. I don't know if they do like light refurbs on that more often than we know or what, but the rooms look to be in great shape, whether you're staying at the Tower or at the Villages, as they're called now, which is all those other rooms that aren't located in the Tower. Caribbean Beach got sort of a zhuzh when it they have those like Little Mermaid inspired rooms, and it did get something redone in the last, you know, not too distant past. But I think what my point is here, that even the moderate resorts really, they're paying attention to what's happening there, and they're making those rooms look refreshed. And I think that that's a really cool kind of thing. So
I agree with that. All right, Rikki, give us what are you buying stock in right now in the Disney parks?
So I think I am going to buy stock in Rafiki's Planet Watch. And the reason being is because we are about to get Bluey over there. And I think, look, Rafiki's Planet Watch it's an interesting place because you have to take the train to get there. So just keep that in mind. If you are planning on seeing Bluey, you will be needing to take a train to get the chance to go see Bluey when Bluey and Bingo arrive, when the girls arrive.
That's a positive. Like always riding a train is a good thing.
Yes. However, I will say I think this is going to be extraordinarily busy, and I am worried that the train may rival the problem that was had when Anna and Elsa debuted it for Frozen, and your wife had to wait in like a 7-hour line.
I remember that at Epcot.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So I am worried that there may be a 7-hour line to get on the train to go meet Bluey and Bingo.
Is
So
Bluey
that's
that
one
popular?
thing. Yeah, Bluey's extraordinarily popular. Yeah, for sure. Trust me, it's on in our house a lot. So Bluey is definitely extraordinarily popular. But besides the train issue, I think that Rafiki's Planet Watch is definitely in need of a little bit of love, a little bit of extra attention. And I think that with this edition, I think we're going to get to see that. You know, it's been stuck in the past, you know, it was Pocahontas themed a little bit and stuff like that. And I feel like there's a lot of areas that can use some love. And I think that by adding Bluey and Bingo, we're going to get some love to Rafiki's Planet Watch. I have heard the rumor that they might be getting rid of the petting zoo, which would be a little unfortunate just because I do know that Lucy did like the petting zoo when we went over there. But other than that, I still feel like this is going to be a stock up thing because that whole area is extraordinarily dated. It needs some love. It's not going to get a total refresh, but hopefully it'll get something that makes people actually want to go out there and see it. So that, you know, they're going to end up, I'm sure, taking the animation area, moving that back over to Hollywood Studios where it belongs when the animation courtyard reopens. So I think that we're going to see a change with Rafiki's Planet Watch. And I think that the Bluey thing is just the start of it. So I'm going to buy stock in Rafiki's Planet Watch right now in hopes that I'm right and that they're going to really do something fantastic over in that area as we, you know, move forward with time.
I like it. Okay, so I'm going to use Sean's. I'm going to go one more round here with stock up, and then we'll go stock down. And Sean up in Michigan was mentioning, not there was a snow comment, about the changes to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, how they're going to bring back the OG characters from the original trilogy, like Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo. They're actually going to bring up Darth Vader is going to roam the land. Stock up on that, man. Let's
Absolutely.
go. Finally.
Yes.
Generation X is going to love that. Now, here's what I say. Don't bring them to Walt Disney World.
Oh, those are fighting words, dude.
Keep them separate. We don't need carbon copies of everything. Let's have a little differentiation. Let's just keep it out at Disneyland. I know, hot take, but
that is a very hot take. Yeah.
Everywhere. But yes, stock up on. You don't have to be so stuck in dogma. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to say this is bad too. This is like only.
Yeah.
I want to see Darth Vader, and I think it'd be cool to see him pop out of the Millennium Falcon. Dude, that you got a full-size Millennium Falcon, dude. If they could have a Boba Fett pop out of that thing, I'd have a heart attack. Like, seriously. I mean, or like a Han Solo come down that thing. Oh, stop. I mean, I've already cried because I've seen the Millennium Falcon. Let's go all the way. I mean, give me a heart attack because it's like it's right there. Oh, it's going to be so
on Luke and Leia. Oh, hello. We deserve to see them.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it that terrible of a hot take? I mean, do we have
I don't know. I agree with you to a certain point. Like, yes, I think that they should both have separate experiences. But I think that so many people clamor to see those characters, you know, Han, Luke, and Leia, and Darth Vader, that I feel like having that be an exclusive Disneyland thing, I feel like that's the part that I'm a little like, I wish they would maybe just Darth Vader and a couple of, like, don't bring everyone, because I know it is a little bit more difficult to get face characters. So like, just kind of incorporate a few of them in Walt Disney World. And you don't have to bring the whole story over, but just like a few. I feel like that would maybe work a little bit better. But because I feel like, you know, there are so few people who do get to both coasts. And yeah, I know that's the whole idea, is to get people to go to Disneyland to see, you know, that version of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But as we know, that's more of a locals park to begin with. So I feel like, you know, by ignoring Walt Disney World, you're ignoring a really large base there. And I think that adding some characters there from the original trilogy would probably be a really good idea. Maybe not all of them, but just some. I think that would be a nice, like, happy medium.
It's good. I like it, but yeah, I see it. I mean, but is Darth Vader not still? He's still at World, like you can meet him, but just don't have him. Like just only they can be in the land at Disneyland. You know, like
I mean, and Melissa brings up a good point. You know, they haven't brought back Jedi Training Academy.
Yeah, I wish bring that back. That was one of the coolest things ever. Like the pictures I have of Mallory fighting Darth Vader, like on that little stage there next to the Express. I still love those pictures.
I mean, they will never, I don't think they will ever bring that back. That's my hot take. It was so cool and it was perfect for the time, but I don't think they'll ever bring it back because getting the opportunity to take part in that, it was so limited. And like that went so quickly. Like you had to be there so early in the morning. And I don't see them doing that. And even if they did a virtual queue, I mean, you'd have so many parents that were so angry that they missed out on the opportunity. I mean, you thought it was bad that people missed out on Guardians of the Galaxy. Imagine missing out on the opportunity to fight Darth Vader because it went in like 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't feel like they'll ever bring it back. I wish they would, but I don't see it happening. It would be so cool. I mean, just watch Lucy battle Darth Vader. That would be so cool, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm with Melissa. You snooze, you lose. But also 2 words. I'm just kidding. 2 words though. Hyperspace hoopla. Okay, Pam, go ahead. So that was my stock up though, that they are bringing the characters to Disneyland. That's awesome. The OG characters. Okay, Pam, give us one more stock up.
So I think stock up is that Cool Kids Summer is coming back.
Yes.
Year, right? Yeah. I'm so excited about that. And legitimately, we have dates right now. Like we have dates right now. Hello, it's not even February. We have dates right now. Like last year, I think we got them like a week and a half before it started. So, and honestly, this was my ongoing quest to, when I have the opportunity to chat with whoever I have to chat with at Disney, it was like, we need these dates earlier. If you want this to be a success, we need these dates earlier. And not only do we have them earlier this year, but we have a discount already of discounts. Sorry, I need to put the big old S at the end of that because there's more than one. The discounts that are going to be available during that time are out right now. So if you want the best availability on those discounts, get with somebody here and we will, make sure that you get that. But that's really great too. And it's not just a little discount. It's a heck of a discount with a lot of frees happening. And it's the first time that we've ever really seen the ability to sort of stack discounts. If people get the dining plan, if you have children, they also get the dining plan for free. That's in addition to whatever other discount that you're getting. So it's really great to see this, but I'm so excited about Cool Kids Summer because I think that there's so much to do at Walt Disney World in the summer. And I think the super extended hours that they have in the summer makes it a really cool time to be there. It used to be that the summer was a time when people were like, don't go there. The kids are out of school, whatever. I will say the summer is probably one of the least crowded times when kids are out of school that you can visit Walt Disney World. When we think about all the other times that kids aren't in school, the holidays, spring breaks, things like that, I think Disney World is much more crowded than it is if you go in the summer. Is it hot? Yep, it is. But I always tell people it's hot in Pennsylvania too. It just is. And by the time you're in the 90s, whether you're at 90 or 92, it doesn't really matter. Yes, exactly. So use the strategies that we give to you here. Take a vacation where you spend a little bit more time in the pools, maybe some time at the water parks. Oh, yeah, because like for another discount, sort of, you also get free water park during Cool Kids Summer on your check-in day. So how cool is that? I mean, there's just so many opportunities there. Spend some time experiencing some of those attractions and shows that you don't always wait to do. The summer's a perfect time for that. I pretty much can tell you how to get off the monorail at the Magic Kingdom and make my way through the park, stopping at air-conditioned things every couple minutes. I could do it at Epcot. I could do it, you know what I mean? Like we all have those things sort of planned out that we choose to do. But Cool Kids Summer was just fun. And it was a good mixture of extra fun that Disney added and like just good regular fun. Like we're coloring in like these locations. We're doing like a kids activity here. We have Goofy dancing with kids. It was just a lot of really fun stuff. And I had the best time when I got to experience Cool Kids Summer.
What I'll say real quick on that, because I want to get all this in because we're running a little bit long, but Cool Kids Summer last year was a super, but it was a sleeper hit. Like it was something I think was going to be a minor thing that everybody that experienced it, from my perspective, and I worked with a lot of guests, every person had overwhelming positive things to say about Cool Kids Summer. And the fact that they brought it back was it amazing. I'm so glad they did, because a lot of people, because I don't think a lot of people had the chance to like, I think it came and, people heard about it, but then like, oh, I didn't get a chance to do that because I didn't book a trip for the summer. Like, I think a lot of people just happened into it.
Right.
And you got to experience it and it was awesome. But this time you get a chance to book a trip because Cool Kids Summer's happening. And, because instead of like waiting to just like go get a picture with Donald or something, you can dance with Donald at your hotel. Like there's a different experience with the characters and all these Cool Kids Summer activities. It's next level. It's really cool. So you get in on it. It's hard to describe. It's really, it's a great promotion. It's very personal.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It is. It's a vibe. All right. Good call there. Okay, Rikki, give us our last stock up and then we're going to go stock down.
All right. I think this is going to be the sleeper hit of the summer. And I think it's going to be the magic of Disney animation. So everybody is excited because, we're going to get to see the buzz has all been about Rock and Roller Coaster, turning into the Muppets, Rock and Roller Coaster turning into the Muppets. And I feel like that the magic of Disney animation, when it opens at Disney's Hollywood Studios, this is going to be an area that is going to be so huge. It's not being talked about very much, but there's going to be so many different character meet and greet opportunities, some unique ones as well. Like you're going to be able to meet Mulan. They're going to bring the animation experience over there. So you're going to get to draw with an artist again, which is super cool. There's going to be that Mary Blair, Alice in Wonderland themed play area, which, by the way, is indoors. Can I just say how big that is, especially for someone with a little kid, and the fact that I'm not going to have to sit outside and while she's out there running around everywhere, it's going to be so great. So I think that so many people are sleeping on this, that they're going to be so floored when this area actually opens up this summer, that they're going to be like, whoa, this is so cool. So I am super stoked for this area to open, and it can't get here soon enough, because I think it's going to be just incredible to get to finally experience. And I wish Disney was talking about it more, but they can talk more about the Muppets. I'm good with that too. So.
Phenomena.
Yep.
That will be a great place, especially during the summer to escape.
Oh yeah,
you have new experience, because new experiences are just great, especially for those folks that we're talking.
And you look at what it's replacing, and it was replacing a very dated Star Wars experience that was really just there to promote the movies, which it's been a long time since we've had movies out, and the trilogy has ended a long time ago for this final trilogy. So it's like it was very much well timed for it to go. And so it's really great to be able to get to experience this, coming back, because as we all know, it was originally the animation courtyard magic of Disney animation to begin with. So it's just like, ta-da, it's coming home again.
I remember pictures of this is how
I have pictures of us. I do.
In there when there were still animators in there.
Incredibles. We met the Incredibles in there. I have a picture of the three of us meeting the Incredibles. Yes.
I'm so old.
I know, right? That was like 2008, 2009, something like that.
Yeah, it was 2008 or 2009.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
But it was so much fun. Yeah.
Full circle. Oh, good Lord. We've been doing this podcast for a minute.
I know. A little bit.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
These almost are questions I haven't answered probably from like 2010.
Yeah, probably.
We'll get to it, I promise.
Sure.
So I'm looking at the inbox from Wednesday. Oh, mercy. Okay, let's go to stock down. We don't have to give two of these. We can probably just give one, because we're a positive show, but there are things we need to work on, right? And here's my biggest one. This is kind of why I want to do this show. Oh, the expo at Marathon Weekend. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I don't know the solution to this. I know you got to pick up your gear, right? Dude, where do I start? Okay, so I'm a dopey, right? This was my 10th dopey, so I've done this a couple of times, right? Picking up all the stuff, and so if you're dopey, all the dopies have to pick up their. If you don't know, if you're new to this whole thing, if you're not a runner, dopey people, that just refers to people that are running a marathon weekend, the 5K, 10K, the half marathon, and the full marathon. So you have to be there on the first day of the expo, because you have to pick up your bibs before the 5K, because you have to do all the races. You can't pick them up later in the weekend. So everybody that's doing that particular challenge have to be there on the first day. And plus we're like hardcore, and we all want to get all the gear, and we're kind of in at the highest level. We're all kind of insane. If you're dopey, yes, I called you insane because you are. I'm just calling you out. It's how you are. So everybody gets there on Wednesday. First thing is you got to get in the virtual queue the first day, which I hate virtual queues. I know,
yes,
but I hate them. And the thing is, the only way for somebody that's coming in from out of town really to get in that virtual queue is to get there on Tuesday, because I get the very first flight out on Wednesday morning, and I fly out at 6 a.m. from St. Louis. I mean, I'm only coming from halfway across the country, but you got to be within, I think it's like 45 miles of Orlando to hit the virtual queue. And so, man, my pilot is getting it. He's trying to get me into that 45-mile radius. I looked on I use FlightAware. I'm like Jay Griffith, man. I'm looking at like I'm looking at the stats. I want to know if we're going fast, and I want to know that we're keeping our altitude. I'm not a nervous flyer anymore, but I like to know my stats. I like to know that we're good. So I'm looking on FlightAware, and we're keeping everything, but we're almost Mach 1, dude. We're flying. We have a good tailwind. Whew. But we're still like over what's that town, Valdosta. I'm like, we're not even to the state line yet. I'm like, oh, not gonna make it. But pushing it, and like, nope, sir, you're not there. So I can't get in the virtual queue. So it fills up. So I can't even get in to buy my dopey stuff. So I'm like out on that, because this year they're like, we're gonna do something special. Only people that are dopey, have dopey bibs, can buy the dopey gear. I'm like, that's great. Keep the what do they call the pawn people out, or what do they call those people?
The resellers.
Yeah, because they always go in there and buy all the like sweatshirts and jackets. Well, one thing, they didn't even have jackets this year for dopey people, and the sweatshirts weren't even hoodies. They just had like a pouch on the front, but no hood. It's kind of funky. I don't know. Anyway, so even if you got in there for the dopey, which somebody hooked me up with a thank you, Mike, with a scanny thing so I could get in later. You had to go through all these switchbacks and things. You couldn't even see the gear, and they didn't have great gear anyway. So it was a whole hot mess. Now, to get your bibs, it was like walking through the desert to get to your bibs even. I mean, I don't know where all these people came from, because presumably there's still the same amount of runners as there's been in years past. But I mean, I had to walk through the whole baseball field, around the outfield, and in and out and all this. I'm like, holy smokes, where all these people come from? The expo was wild this year, and I don't know what the solution is. We've said it on the show many times. I would pay an extra $50 to $100 to just have my bibs delivered to my resort front desk, and just go to the front desk and pick them up. Logistically, that wouldn't be that hard. You could just put them all to the resorts, charge a convenience fee. I know why they don't do it, because of the vendors. They want the traffic on the floor to go past, the Brooks table and all the, the KT table, the tape and all that stuff. They have to have traffic on that vendor space. That's why they don't do it. But man, that expo was a hot mess. It was just, there's got to be a better way, because still people didn't get dopey gear. It didn't work that way. I don't know the answer, but man, stock down to the expo. And I've always said this, I hate shopping. I don't mind buying. Like if I know something I like, I'll go in and buy it, but I don't want to shop. But and shout out to Ian, who got in there and did my shopping for me from the plane. She was texting me pictures. Nope, don't want that. Oh yeah, I'll take that. And I paid her later. So shout out to Ian.
I just think like maybe they need to stop with the expo. Like the expo itself. I know, but make each one of those vendors come up with their own thing that draws people in to come see them, instead of making the expo and like the shopping together. And I think so then take the shopping out of it, have it be something where you only allow the people, like you allow them to order online. But the fact is, you're right, they're pulling people in there because they want to show to the vendors, you're going to have X that number of thousands of people coming through. Well, that doesn't make for a good experience for you.
No, but that's exactly because it's 100% that's what they do. They hold you hostage because you have to pick up your shirts, right? And the shirts are in the very back of the room on the vendor floor. So you have to pass every vendor to get your shirts. And I mean, that's guaranteed traffic, which I get it because I'm sure those vendors are paying a fortune for that floor space because we used to do wedding shows with our DJ company, right? So you want people to pass your table. So they're paying a fortune for their tables, but it's just, it's not work. It's so inconvenient because especially when you got the virtual queue, it just kills your whole day. Like if you want to get into the official merchandise, you can waste almost a whole day, like trying to get in just to buy like a magnet. Like if you're somebody who wants to get the magnet every year for running dopey, like to put on your desk at home, it's just, I mean, I'm not trying to be a complainer, but there's got to be a better way. There's just got to be a better way.
There is a better way. It's just whether they're willing to do it or not.
Stock down. Okay, I'm done complaining because I'm a positive person. It was not good. Okay, Pam, what you got? What's something they can work on? Stock down.
So you know how I talked about earlier, I was impressed with some of the resort renovations that they have had. And we have seen the pictures of Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani, the villas being redone. Let me just say, first of all, I don't like it. And second of all, I think it's a missed opportunity to address the number one problem with staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge villas, and that is light. There is those rooms are somehow devoid of light. It's like any light you could possibly get, it gets sucked out and put into, maybe that little room where the toilet is, the only room. It's like you're in there in time out when you have to use the toilet. It's
disturbing.
Darth Vader likes those rooms.
I know. I just think that they could have done so much with those rooms. And they could have really embraced the theme of the lodge without it feeling so dang dark. I'm shocked. And I saw the red couch and I was like, the red couch. Okay. This is what we're doing here. The red couch in possibly the darkest room on Walt Disney World property. I don't understand it. I think there were lots of opportunities to sort of lighten up everything in those rooms, sort of modernize them while keeping the theme of the resort and the fact that you're at Walt Disney World. So there's my little thing there.
I have it on Darth Vader. Hang on. I gotta hit the button. Stock down, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Dark
down,
red couch. We're generally positive, but we got to call it when we see it.
Look, we only get like a few times a year to go negative, so we're like leaning in. We're leaning in.
We are.
Got to call it when we see it. Okay, Ricky closes out. What you got?
I hate to say it because I know they put a lot of work into this, and I know that. I know people's time and effort went to this. Let's put it that way. But I don't love the new updates for the Little Mermaid show at Disney Studios. I don't. I don't like the CGI generated videos. Give me the lasers again. I think I just
like the lasers better.
Like
I'm just lasers. I'm with you there. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the update. I think they could have done so much more for this attraction. It makes me sad because I'm like, this is my favorite movie from childhood, and you totally took it down, and it was better with the lasers, and I never thought I'd be saying those words, but like seriously, there could be so much more, and it's just not, and it makes me sad, and so stock down on that one. Like they had every opportunity because let's put it this way, they knocked it out of the park with that villain show that they did. I mean, that show is fantastic, what they've done there. And yes, of course, there's definitely some CGI, work going on there too, but it works in that space. It does not work in the space for the Little Mermaid show. It just doesn't. And I wish they would have done the same kind of like work on that show that they did on the villains one, because
I think when I went down and saw it, I think I was just glad that the Mermaid show was back, because
yeah,
Paige, that was her movie too, and like
it makes my heart hurt.
Yeah, but yeah, give me the '80s lasers though any day of the week. Did they walk out wrote on the screen?
Like I hate it because I know that they put a lot of work into it. But they just didn't put the right work into it. Like
I was wrecked.
Give me the animated, like the animation was fine. The original animation, like that's fine. Put that back in. But I like hand-drawn animation. But you know, they won't do hand-drawn animation for anything anymore. So it's like, oh.
Stuck down.
Stuck down. Sorry. I'm
there
sorry.
we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hate to leave you on a bummer there, but no,
I know.
We're all laughing. This is what we do. We're having fun. All right. So here's the good part, though. Come over and give us your stock up and stock down over in the clubhouse or on social media, and let us know. And let's continue this. And Sunday night, we're doing this. That's why we do these kind of shows on a Friday, so we can do this on the Sunday night call-in show. So join us for that. And we'll have a good time on Sunday night. The live call-in show will be at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. You can join us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Twitch, and give us a call. Scotty G will be joining me. We'll have a good time for that. So be there or be square. Don't forget, all these shows are brought to you by the great folks over at the Magic for Less Travel. We're standing by this weekend to help you plan an amazing Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, even Adventures by Disney vacation for no additional cost to you. So check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the all-stars that make this happen. Thank you so much for that. If you're not supporting us, you can do that this weekend. Come on over, patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. When you do that, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. So come on over, patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. And finally, join us in our clubhouse. That's our Discord server. It's our community. It's where everybody hangs out. It's the nicest Disney community on the internet. And we just have a great time over there.
If you say so yourself, yes.
It's no lies detected. I'm just telling you, it's awesome. It's like my grandma said, you know, if I do say so myself, that's what grandma always said that she did. She said it all the time. So come on over. It's beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. It's free for everybody. Come on over. Except we had one spammer this week I had to get rid of.
I did see that name. Yes.
Yeah,
so I saw that one pop up on my screen and I'm like, oh, that one's not getting through.
I'm pretty sure that's going to have to go. And
yes.
I did say, see you later. Alligator.
I did see that
After a while, crocodile. All right. So as long as you're
I'm not like talking a lot in the Discord. I am watching what
please delete them before I do. You're an administrator. Cut them. Cut them loose when you see those names, please. All right. So so have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back Sunday night with the live call-in show. We love you guys. Thanks for supporting us. We appreciate you so much. So for Pam and Rikki, I'm Mike, wishing you a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. And now we have a spammer in the.
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm like, you just said the word spam, and they're like, hello, we're coming.
Oh, yes. Bring back Captain EO. Oh, and Jenna, yes, the virtual queue at Disneyland is exactly the same as World. So
I agree with Melissa. We should bring back Captain EO. But Brian still to this day quotes the, how can we find the supreme leader without a map all the time? Like we get that all the time in our house. But yeah, I mean, I personally think they need to get rid of the whole like 3D show that's over there and just start over. But maybe we'll get an Imagination announcement at D23 this year. Probably not, but maybe they'll just redo the whole thing, but probably not. I'm gonna that's my wish.
I know, but think of the uproar if they took away that pyramid. People would lose
I hope they don't take away the pyramid. Yeah, and oh my gosh, you guys, can I just tell you the cutest thing? I'm raising a Disney daughter. I mean, obviously, duh, but I am raising a Disney daughter because we have the Figment book, like the little golden book, right? And we read that every night before we go to bed. Like it's the Figment book, it's the Orange Bird book, which by the way, she calls B-Bird. I don't know why, but it's B-Bird. And then we have a Golden Girls book. Those 3 books have to get read every single night, right?
Golden Girls.
I know, it's a great book. But yes, and the Figment book was a present from one of our great listeners. And so we read the Figment book every night. And when we're done with the book, she makes me sing the Imagination song. So I have to sing imagination, imagination. And now, and you know, the rest of it. And now she's caught on, and she caught on quick. And now she's singing it to me, and it's the most adorable thing in the entire world. And my little mama heart is just like, oh, I'm raising such an amazing Disney daughter. I'll have to send it to you guys. I've like recorded her one night while she was singing it.
That's so cute.
Send it on text.
So yeah.
All right, I'm editing so I can watch the game that starts in 4804.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I hope Brian's making dinner.
See you guys.
I hope he's still watching, and now he's at least started dinner.
Wait, so next week, Pam, you're gone?
Yes.
You're gone next week.
No, I should be able to next week.
Okay.
I should be able to next week. The following week, probably not.
Okay.
Because that's the 2nd, and Brian will have month end. So,
and then I can't be there on the 2nd. So.
Oh yeah, and the 2nd I won't be there. So.
Well, then we're fine.
I'll need to get ahead by a week, but we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Thanks, you guys.
But I probably can the next Monday. Probably, more than likely.
I'm going to do a solo.
Oh wait,
I might need to do one extra show at some point.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know. Okay.
Okay.
See you.
All right. See you.
Okay. Bye.